The mission. A. We're going to unbox the MFG rudder pedals. B. We're going to have a look at 5 easy steps to assemble the rudder pedals. C. We're going to look at the easy configuration for the pedals. Those of you who are new to the channel, it's all about flight sim, X-Plane, software, hardware, freeware, anything to do with flight simulation, but for the minutes for X-Plane. If you like this kind of thing, please do subscribe at the end. Let's have a look. Here's what the note says in the box. Your pedals shipped with the latest firmware version 5.05. There are a few important things to know about. Do not use Windows calibration at all. Calibrate the pedals using MFG Configurator version 2.15 software. There are appropriate start buttons for each axis. We calibrate pedals in factory at pedal angle of 20 degrees. If you change the angle of the pedals, you will not see movement in the brakes in Windows. Don't panic. You will need to recalibrate the brakes using MFG Configuration tool. This is because by doing calibration, we tell the electronics what the view angle of the sensor is in order to get the proper reading from it. From what I can ascertain, all the data is stored on the pedals. Installation part 1. Plug in the connectors. Very straightforward. There's 2 wires coming out, one to the right, one to the left. The one to the left, you plug into the left slot below it, and the one to the right, you plug to the right slot below it. There's lips, you can see the little lips there, they have to face down towards the ground, but you can't go wrong. They won't let you put it in the wrong way. Simple as pie. Number 2. Attach spring and the spring adjuster. Very straightforward. As you can see shown here, you've got the spring and the spring adjuster. You just attach the spring to the adjuster, and watch how I feed it in here. To be honest, the whole process is pretty self-explanatory. So I feed the spring adjuster, if you like, that's what I'm calling it. And then I just watch this bit here now. I put the spring underneath and I attach it to that kind of toggle there. And that is it. And you can just tighten the spring or loosen the spring as you want. No big deal, easy. And that's just a little cap to protect, any sharp objects from hitting your feet, etc, etc. Although the pedal will be covering it. 3. Attach the pedals. Nice and firm pedals, very easy. Another 2 screws go in. So you can adjust the angle there. You can adjust that if you want to, depending if your feet are going out or going in. Very straightforward, very self-explanatory. 4. Attach the wall spacers. Don't have to use them if you don't want to, but they are very handy. Usually people have their rudder pedals right up by the desk. This is explained in a bit more detail on my review, which I leave in the link at the end of the video. But very, very handy, very, very smart. 5. Attach the USB cable. Very self-explanatory. You just plug the USB cable into the rudder pedals, and next you're going to put them into the computer. Now, configuration, which is incredibly easy. Again, remember you have to use the MFG configuration tool, not Windows. You look for the MFG rudder pedals on Google or whatever you're using. MFG Crosswind website will come up first. You go downloads. There's a package there, and this state is 2.15. And just expand that onto your desktop or wherever you like to keep it. And then we're going to run it. So you can see it appear there on my desktop. Close all that down. Open up the folder, and I'm going to run the configurator first. All you do, and I've done mine already. You click X, Y, Z, and you start, move the pedals full deflection, stop, start, move the pedals in full deflection, and so on, just for the 3 axes. So you've got rudder, yaw, and brakes. So yaw comes as one. You apply it, great, settings applied, and that is done. Of course, to test it, you go into another little program there, DIV view, DI view, and you can see all the rudders move to 100%. So you got your brakes and right and left, and your yaw. And that is it. And then you just open your program, be it X-Plane or P3d or whatever you're using, and you can configure them further in there, but not in Windows. So there you go, the unboxing of the pedals, the easy 5 steps to assemble the pedals, and the configuration of the pedals. Very straightforward, really. I don't really think I needed to do a video, but a subscriber asked me to, and I did. If you're new to X-Plane and you like freeware, software, hardware, anything to do with flight sim at all, do subscribe, and we'll see you with the reaction review next week. Until then, that's all I have to say about that.